Good morning, everyone. Comicpalooza lands in Houston this weekend. It's the largest annual event of its kind, celebrating all things comic books, science fiction, anime, and gaming in the southern United States. And of course, it's a great excuse to play dress up. Some of the most popular costumes you'll see Star Wars characters. Once upon a time, long, long ago, the original Princess Leia, aka Carrie Fisher, came to Great Day Houston and shared some behind-the-scenes moments in the making of Star Wars.
Do you remember that white dress I wore all through the first film? I mean, unless you didn't see Star Wars, in which case, why are you here? So they put the dress on me the first day. They bring me to George. Takes one look at me and he says, "You can't wear a bra underneath that dress." So I say, "Why?" He says, "Because there's no underwear in space."
The making of Star Wars is actually a whole movie in itself. Lots of stuff that happens.
All right, well, George Lucas almost didn't get this movie made because studios weren't interested. He had trouble securing funding, and even the actors doubted the potential for success. But as we know, 48 years later, Star Wars is still a force. Joining us with how it's also a force for good are members of the Galactic Alliance, the Rebel Legion, the Saber Guild, and the Mandalorian Mercenaries. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, wow. Okay, so give me the background of the Alliance and what you all do.
The South Texas Galactic Alliance is comprised of 7 different legions: the 501st Legion, the Rebel Legion, Saber Guild, the Dark Empire, the Mandalorian Mercenaries Costuming Club, and the Houston area Droid Builders, and the Galactic Academy.
Yeah, and you all do several different things. For example, the Saber Guild, which the one that you're with, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What types of things do you all do when I said you're a force for good?
Well, we get together at events like Comicpalooza, and we try and get to raise money for charities.
Yeah, that's super cool. What are some of the things that we see you do?
For Saber Guild ourselves, we will put on interactive Jedi experiences, which is where our Jedi will bring children in front. They'll kind of teach them the ways of the Force, and they kind of get a show out of that.
Yeah, and they literally get a show out of that because this is high quality stuff, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the Rebel Legion, Jawa. So can somebody translate for me?
I speak Jawa. Yeah, she's very excited to be here and to be here for Comicpalooza.
First of all, I just want to ask something because I don't want to be caught off guard. Does Tom Holman know that you are actually here? Okay, that's a whole other joke. Okay. All right. So yes, celebrating 25 years. It's an international Star Wars community and costuming organization. What are some of the things that you all do?
Yes, they also they do parades. They help charities. We're going to help Make-A-Wish at this year's Comicpalooza, raise money for them.
Yeah. Okay. So how did you first get started in something like this? Yeah. Okay, I got that. Yeah, you're like who
you
wouldn't?
learn quick,
right?
yeah.
Who wouldn't? After you see the movies and things like that, then you know you can do something good. Who would not do this? Okay, what part of town are you from? what part of the galaxy are you from? All right. Okay. Up next we have the Mando Mercs, the Costume Club, and Lauren. What got you started in this?
My son, actually, yeah. So one of the big things that we do is we make money for Make-A-Wish, and we're very family-centered. We love working with the kids, so it's a really big part of why I do what I do.
Yeah, and you literally are a registered nonprofit. Over 580 charity events worldwide, raised over $1.2 million. And what are some of the things that people can experience when they see you doing these things to raise money?
So we do our interactive performances. We do different fundraising events. We can show up at schools anywhere if we're requested. As long as we have the volunteers to make it work, we get together and we make it happen. We make props, we make our costumes. We just work together.
Yeah, and it's so cool because I think all of us as kids, you watch the movie, but then when you saw something in front of you in real life, it changed everything. What's it like to see those kids' faces light up?
My favorite thing is when a little girl realizes that I am also a girl and they just lose their minds, you know.
Yeah.
You can be a princess, you can be a warrior, you can be anything you want to be.
Fun fact, Han Solo, was it Han Solo? No, Luke Skywalker was originally going to be a girl. How about that? Okay, well, there you go. We can do that too. All right, the 501st Legion is founded in 1997, is known as Vader's Fist. What is that?
In the movies, Anakin commanded the 501st Legion. So when he turned over to the dark side, they became like his enforcers.
Yeah, all right. And then the Houston area droid builders is something else that you all do.
Yes, ma'am. We don't have any of the members here today, but if you're at the Comicpalooza and you see R2-D2 or Chopper rolling around, those are from the Houston area droid builders.
Ah, so that's cool. And people are welcome whether you are just kind of starting out or you're an expert at it. And
Yes,
with those droid builders, so they literally it's like learning STEM, right? So this is something that's great for anybody, but I would imagine for kids too. What's the advantage of being part of a community like this?
It's just great being with a bunch of like-minded people.
Yeah.
That we all get together. We all enjoy trying to raise money for charities, especially Make-A-Wish. They're a big part of what we do here in Houston. So it's just always a good time, and then seeing the children's faces light up when they see us.
Yeah. And Jawa, what does your closet look like?
It's very sandy.
It's very sandy. Okay, I can get you a little dustbuster for that right there. Okay, there's also the Dark Empire. Who wants to talk about the Dark Empire? Right down here.
So I can tell you a little bit about the Dark Empire because we work together. So they're going to be custom characters, maybe not from the film, but they'll have custom bounty hunters, custom smugglers, custom pirates, custom Sith. So
all right, y'all are all adults here, so you've got it down. But you also have a program where you can help kids kind of ease into this before they become experts. The Galactic Academy. The person down here on the end there, can we hear you talk at all?
He's not Mike, but I can answer.
Oh, she has the handheld mic right there. Yeah,
do.
yeah. All right. So like, what got you into hold that mic up to the whatever, and then right. So the Galactic Academy, and also what got you into this?
Currently, I grew up with it because my dad got me into Star Wars and all that. I kind of drifted apart, but as soon as I got older, I wanted to do more costuming because I started off making my own costumes when I was a kid, and eventually I made all of this, and I get to do what all these great people do almost every weekend. And so.
It's super cool. It sounds like super fun too. And for me, I don't know about y'all, but I think sometimes when you cross a bar that you do something kind of fun and outlandish, it makes it even more fun, right? And then I always love when I show up to Comicpalooza and you may be like driving down the street and the only one in the world that's dressed like that, but as closer you get to Comicpalooza, the more people you see, and you'll look over at a red light and you're like, hey, you too, right? All right, and then let's see, the Galactic Academy we talked about, where it's costuming club for kids and their and teens as well. It's an online gallery, shows young cadets in costume and just kind of gets them into the spirit of all that. But at the end of the day, this is all more than costuming. And just for, I asked one of you earlier, but just sharing for you, what's it like to have this type of community? Because sometimes you can think you're the only one or a few out there, and then you step out and go, oh no, it really is a whole new world.
It's great because it's generational. Like you'll have 3 generations that either grew up with the original trilogy or the sequels or the prequels. Like it passes down through families, so it's neat seeing grandpa, dad, kids all involved in it.
I would be grandma because I'm the oldest one up here. I remember when Star Wars first came out, and my friends at school were like, you have to see this movie. I'm like, what is it? It's just, I can't explain it to you. There's all these different things in the movie and the whole bit. Well, anyway, thank you all so much for joining us this morning. We'll see you out there at Comicpalooza. All the legions we met today, Rebel, Empire, and beyond, share one powerful mission to help others. You can join their cause by supporting the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Just scan the QR code right there on your screen to make a donation and bring hope to a child in need. You will also see them at Comicpalooza at the George R. Brown Convention Center. They'll be at the Galactic Alliance staging area all weekend on the first floor. For more information about Comicpalooza and the Star Wars Alliance, head to greatdayhouston.com.